India. Many thanks to Amit and Mohita, to my friend Amar, and Deepika. You really were the host with the most. It was a pleasure meeting you, Joe, and getting to see Melina again and getting to see Felipe for the first time. I'd like to think that Lima had the same experience, but I'm pretty confident that they didn't. This Afro-Indian get-together was a really rare treat. It may never happen again like this. So it's moments like these where I would say, like, take in every moment, and I'm just trying to take in every moment here. You know, when we first started talking about the fact that we didn't have enough money for a mix week, amidst all of the other worries and management and chaos, I mean, I got really down at first. But they say sometimes if you're really intentional, the universe conspires to help you out. You know, when you lean in. And so we were really intentional about an outcome that we wanted to have. And I mean, I'm getting chills just talking about it. I was Skyping Paige about this last night. I said, honey, I think the universe in India conspired to serve us this week. As a marketing hat wearing guy, I took away the fact that I think I can adequately arm my local staff here with tools like an India brochure, you know, in terms of what we're doing, and bringing together the DFIDs and the Indus INDs. This week, 100% confirmed for me that in order to create a reciprocating ecosystem for our platforms and bringing in MFIs and networks into the picture, we have to pilot something locally, period. Go local or go home, right, Joe? And then we do that in Africa next. I mean, I'm thrilled by that. I think that was one of my biggest takeaways. And as a management guy at Mix, I'm really going to make sure that the four of us who get together periodically go back and make sure that all of these collective voices are heard as one. We wouldn't be a democratic organization if that weren't the case. And we'll make sure that the top down then cascades back to you guys. And as a premium hat wearing guy, I was really honored to get to hang out with Mohita and hear her SKS experience and how we can grow things here in India. And although there are times where I feel like I'm lost, you know, at work and what I want to do next amongst all the things, for once, I feel like a clearing has been created. And I have, you know, 5 or 6 very important, critical things that really are going to serve those who serve the unbanked in front of me. And I can't wait to get home after Holi in Mumbai and begin working on those.
I'm glad to meet you as well.
Okay. It's definitely difficult to after 10 people. But yeah, I mean, definitely echo whatever everyone has said. I mean, it's been true. I mean, I remember the day when we were all planning with Lane was there and everything. Suddenly he said that he's not coming because Martin was leaving. I was bummed. I was like, okay, how is everything's going to come together? Like, I mean, it's almost impossible. Like, most of you like to imagine how the show is going to go on without Lane. It's actually after this mixed week, I've got the belief most strongly that with one person or the other, everybody, like, we can manage. Like, we will go on, like, but like, I'm saying, like, everybody is so good. Like, for example, in this whole mix, everybody has taken the responsibility. I mean, it felt like everybody was, like, equally contributing. There was, like, no one person who was leading it. Like, it was, like, everybody was, like, getting solutions. I mean, for me, that's, like, the best thing. I mean, what we've drawn from this mixed week, regional rally, whatever. So, I mean, like, the last 2, it's, like, amazing. For me, this whole personal connection which we do in this 1 week, I think definitely we should plan this as, like, one of the things when we plan for the next year, like, assuming we will have this and, okay, let's budget or let's plan it in that way. I mean, the learning, especially one big learning which I've got, and I mean, really mean it, is, like, the prioritization. And, like, I keep, like, complaining so much about it. I see, like, Dan, I see, like, Rally, I see, like, Audrey, and, like, everybody's doing it a bit. That gives me, like, in one way lesson, okay, maybe it's just like my approach, like the one which we're doing, like the role play today with Krishna. It was not actually, it was like we were role playing. I was telling most of the time, which I would actually say this to Liz. So, I mean, it was all about, he was actually doing exactly what Liz would do most of the time. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, it is good. I really hope, whatever we say, we'll take the lesson forward, and it'll take a bit of time for all of this thinking to actually sink in. But yeah, I'm sure. And see you next regional rally.
So, I just want to reiterate what everybody has said. Actually, out of this entire team, I had only met 2 people. That's Audrey and Melina. So really, I've met many of you, and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. And in a way, I have this pebble that I've picked from each one of you in your own unique ways. Like Amit, we really just connected, and I've learned so much from him, and that's very good. And that this has gone beyond knowing that Amit is a staff of Mix, but also some sort of friendship has begun, which will make, I believe, work even much more enjoyable.
I'm gonna bug you every time over Skype now.
So whenever Audrey comes to Kenya, when she leaves, I feel so energized. For some reason, I feel so energized. So you can imagine the multiplier effect with all this. I feel so energized, I can move this work, and I feel so nice. The second thing is just the way we have all been, particularly the leadership team and the senior management, the way we didn't have answers. It's not that Mix has figured it all. The leadership has figured it all. I love that. I feel this is an opportunity because whatever develops from here, you feel like you have a stake, you have contributed. And that's making good use of each one of our uniqueness. So that's one of the biggest lessons I'll go back with. Audrey always tells me, we have not figured it all, but hearing it from and seeing it actually practically, that we were not here to sit and be given solutions. We were all constructively raising options and solutions and suggestions. That's so fantastic, and I love that. And I feel like I have some part to play in Mix. That's awesome.